Everybody, this is Blue, and just want to come to you this morning. I got some coffee going over there, and it's really early, so I want to get up and do this. Maybe somewhat of an editorial and some thoughts. I'm not going to put up a song today. I'll do that maybe later this week. You know, a lot of things are happening in the country concerning guns, gun rights, and big debate going on about it. And well, first of all, let me say that there's no greater tragedy, I don't think, that's happened to our kids than what happened here in Connecticut. Anybody that has kids knows that. They couldn't, I don't know how those people are getting along this morning, as I don't know the heartbreak they're going through. Can't imagine it. Now I'm going to give some thoughts, and I may lose some subscribers on over these thoughts and opinions, but I think that a liberal way of thinking has created a lot of this problem. I mean, people want to blame the gun, and the gun is just an instrument like any other instrument. In the wrong hands, it can do harm. In the right hands, it can be the means of protection and saving your life. And I think that that number one, if you are a gun owner, a responsible gun owner, right now, more than ever, you need to join the NRA and throw your full support behind the NRA and become a member today. With that said, this liberal way of thinking has created these killing zones for these wackos and criminals to go in and do these kinds of violent crimes. This gun-free zone thing is a bunch of crap. There is no such thing as a gun-free zone, because somebody with a gun at any time could show up. The gun-free zone stuff is a bunch of baloney. So, for instance, we went out last night, went to our local Philharmonic, and it just really irritates me. On the door, on the glass, is a little sign, and now they've put, you know, made them a little bigger and put one on each glass. But they used to have just one little sign, so, you know, no weapons permitted. Every criminal just pays attention to that. You know, I don't understand the logic. And I think that we should, I think, I don't know what you think, but I think if we are sending billions of dollars in aid over to Egypt and Libya to people who hate us and want to kill us, then we, by God, should spend some money and put police in schools. Put an armed officer. We can afford to do it. If we can afford to do that, we can afford to protect our kids. See, it's not about, to Washington, it's not about protecting the kids. If they really wanted to protect the kids, then that's what they would do. And to them, it's not about gun control. It's about control. Control. And as long as that Constitution is in place, they cannot control you. And as long as you maintain your right to keep and bear arms, they cannot control you. Excuse me. So, it's about control, is what it's about. more laws will do nothing. They have been proven to do nothing. Ineffective. And so, what do you do? I mean, a lock only keeps an honest person out. And likewise, laws are only obeyed by honest people. You cannot legislate morality or honesty or decency in people. And, you know, I think the vice president of the NRA was right when he said, you know, Hollywood shares a lot of responsibility in things going on. They desensitize people to violence. And there are certain people out there, they cannot separate the reality from these movies that they see. If we know that pornography contributes to you know, violent and sexual crimes against women and children, then how is it that we don't think that these violent movies contribute to some of the things that's going on that we see with these violent shootings? And something's got to be done about that. It's not the law-abiding citizens. It's a breakdown in moral decay and decency in people, and you can't legislate that. You got to quit putting that crap out there and tone it back. The gun is a tool to be used, yes, for self-defense, to protect a people from tyranny, and yes, for hunting, but hunting is nowhere in that Second Amendment. You know, a man's going to hunt with a spear if he has to, but the Second Amendment was written to keep you protected from what we see going on right now in Washington. And so anyway, that's why that is in place. That's why that's in place. And it's not to protect the criminals. And that's another thing. We let these criminals walk. Let them out, early release, and parole them when they've done heinous, violent crimes, and just let them go. They let child molesters go and say, well, just as long as you register and be a good little boy. You know, that's the stupidest logic, if you can call it logic. It's just the stupidest, most foolish thing. Turn the criminals loose on the society, and then expect law-abiding citizens just to give up their guns. I'm not giving mine up. And when something wrong happens, turn on the law-abiding citizens and start printing their names in the paper that they own a gun. That's why people won't register guns. I'm going to tell you right now. They don't want people knowing they got them. And you ain't going to see mine. You ain't going to have a problem with mine unless you pull a gun on me. So that's some thoughts. God bless you. Have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.